Hi there, welcome back to another CD collection video. And in this one, we're going to cover, I've got Dreamworks and Disney movie soundtracks. And a couple of extra ones that aren't really soundtracks, but kind of compilations, you know. So let's get started. Here we are with the Shrek soundtrack. Absolutely love this. The movie, of course. Who doesn't love Shrek? I don't know anyone that doesn't like Shrek. So this is one of the best soundtracks to come out in the early 2000s. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, this is one of my favorites. This CD is another one that's kind of beat up because of, it's been places. Alright, here we are with Shrek 2. I bought this one off of eBay, like, really cheap. And it had this, used bookstore sticker on it. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it still has the original sticker from when it was brand new on it and everything. So, yeah, I don't know what this really was. It was like a copyright thing. I don't know. I don't really know what that's all about. Alright, this is an obscure one that I have. This is a London Theatre Orchestra perform songs from the Lion King CD. I actually haven't really listened to this. This was given to me by a friend. And I do like the artwork on the cover. That's very nice. But since it's not an official Disney release, I don't know about it. But I'll give it a listen when I eventually get a boombox. I'm planning on getting a boombox soon. I did get a cassette player Walkman in the mail today from eBay, so maybe I'll make a video on that one. Right, here we are with the soundtrack to Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Music by Bryan Adams and Hans Zimmer. Very good movie. Got some really good songs on here. Bryan Adams is just phenomenal. And this was a really good film. It's not the original case, obviously. I don't know what happened to the original case. Alright, here we are with 3. I'll just do these over here. 3 CDs from McDonald's back in 1996. So these are a set of 3, and these were sold at participating restaurants for, I believe they were $2.99 with purchase of a meal or something like that. I don't remember how much they were from the restaurant, but I didn't actually have the first 2. No. I didn't actually have the first one or third one for a long time. I only had the second one. But I got the other 2 on eBay recently. So there's that one. And then this is the one that I've had for a really long time. And surprisingly, it's in really good shape. Isn't that cool? Some things I do manage to keep in good condition. Especially if I keep them shelved. It helps. Alright, here's volume 3. Hero songs. Now, what I didn't understand about this one is it must be a music preview or something, because Hercules the movie didn't actually come out until 97. So I guess these were early release, like, preview CDs for that movie, or this one was at least. Maybe this one came out that year. I don't know. Maybe these were actually out in 97 and they're just labeled as 96 because that's when they were compiled. I don't know. Alright then, let's get into... I have 5 volumes of the classic Disney. Now these I've had forever. It feels like at least 20 years. At least. Maybe 25 years. But I know for sure I've had the first two for at least 25 years. Has to be. So I have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. I love how colorful they are too. They're all different colors. Volume 4 and volume 5. I didn't know there was a volume 5 until I went to look for the other ones, the two I didn't have on eBay, and I happened to find a 5th one. This one came out in 1998. And they all do have different years on them, I believe. Yeah, this one's 97. And volume 3 is 1996. So they kind of released them. Let's see. Yeah, 95. That makes sense. And this one must be 94. No, this one's also 95. So I guess the first 2 volumes came out in 95, and the others came out in the next few years. That's kind of cool, right? Alright, here we are with Disney's Greatest. These are more compilations, but I like how sparkly the covers are. They're so cool. The CDs look the same. They're not all sparkly, but they're kind of neat. And these came out in 2001. So these came out the year I graduated high school. I think I got the first one as a graduation present. So this one's older. But the other 2 I think I got individually on eBay a couple years ago, and they came out the same year, it looks like. Oh no. The 3rd one came out in 2002, so there we are with that. Alrighty, and okay, I know a lot of you out there probably are gonna roll your eyes and go, oh no. Yeah, I have the soundtrack to Wish, so here's the thing. I enjoyed that movie very much. I went to the theater to see it twice. I loved it. I don't understand why so many people hate on it. It's fantastic. I enjoyed it. So there we are with that. Alright, and most of these I've already shown in a Lion King collection video. Getting out of frame here. I have let's see, what we got here. Have the motion picture soundtrack. And this is the special edition soundtrack with the Morning Report song added. And here's it's a cardboard case, and I don't really care for it, but the inside of it, it's kind of nice. Whoops, I dropped it. Never mind. We won't look at that. Just a second. Sheesh, I hate dropping things. Alright then, so yeah, the inside has this really nice picture of Mufasa and Simba. And I know for a fact that when the new Mufasa movie comes out, I will be getting the soundtrack to that. I know I will, just to add to this good stack I've got going on here. Alright, Rhythm of the Pride Lands. This is an amazing CD. I had it on tape. I still have the tape, actually. My original cassette tape, which I'll probably pop into my Walkman when I test it out. Yeah, this is... If you like African music, this is your thing. This is definitely it. It has, let's see, Lebo M does the music, and he did a lot of the African music for the film as well. So there's a lot of music from the movie in this, kind of inspired from the movie too, but given a little more, album beat, so to speak. So, yeah, that's a really good one. I always like the cover. Here we are, Return to Pride Rock, music from Lion King 2. It says songs inspired by, but this is actually the soundtrack to the movie. There's a couple of extra songs on here that were not in the movie, I think. Yeah, I Want to See the Moon, that's one of them. I think that song was actually cut from Rhythm of the Pride Lands, so they put it on this CD. And, that was amazing. Like, it's a really good, slow-going song, and I enjoy it. And Lion Sleeps Tonight, it's also on Rhythm of the Pride Lands. So, yeah, it's got a little bit of Rhythm of the Pride Lands music in there, but it's still really good. Okay, here we are with the hilarious songs from Timon and Pumbaa's Hilarious Adventure, Lion King 1.5. Of course I have this. Why wouldn't I have this? It's like having a soundtrack to the Timon and Pumbaa show for me. But it's to their movie. And I remember when that movie came out, I was absolutely obsessed with it. I think everybody was driven nuts. I was drawing Timon on almost every blank paper I had. I mean, it was crazy. I'm a nut job when it comes to things I love, obviously. I mean, if you saw my room, you'd understand. Alright, here we are, the Lion Guard soundtrack. I had to get this because this show is so cute. And this is basically just the first songs from the first few episodes, I believe. And, yeah, it actually has the names of the characters as the performers instead of the people that are actually doing the singing. I think the actual voice actors are listed in the book, but I think it's cute that they actually have the characters as listed as the artists on this. It's so cute. Of course, we have Lion King, the Broadway musical. I did get to see the Broadway musical back in, I think it was maybe 2004-ish. I don't know. I still have my ticket stub, and Mom got me a book, one of the books, and the playbill. So I still have all that stuff. I never got any of the merch, but I did get a Timon plush from the Broadway musical a few years ago at a local thrift store. So that was nice. Alright, here we are. We're going to get into Dreamworks again. We've got Madagascar and Madagascar 2. Now, these two films are just so funny. I know Disney actually did their own kind of, well, there's speculation that they kind of copied each other. And Disney did a movie called The Wild. I don't know if anyone remembers that one, but I did, and I enjoyed it very much. But Madagascar is it just stands out. I mean, they've had 3 films and a couple of spin-offs, I believe. There was a Valentine one and a Christmas one. So, and these are really good soundtracks. Alright, here we are with let's see, got 6 more Disney ones here. The Goofy movie. Of course I have this. Why wouldn't I have this? You gotta hear that Powerline Eye to Eye song at least 15,000 times in your life, I have to say. So, I don't know where the CD is, though. Just saying. But, yeah, that's another really good soundtrack I recommend. Ooh, here's another one I found at Goodwill, probably a year ago, actually. I was like, oh, I never had that one on CD before, so I bought it. And I still have the cassette, my original cassette, so, you know, it's nice to have it on 2 medias, I guess. And here we are with Nightmare Before Christmas. This one has a really cool, like, lenticular cover. It almost moves. Almost. Not really. But it's kind of more 3D than anything. But yeah, it's got all the original music, and it has a CD with bonus tracks, which there actually is a whole album of bonus tracks. Oh, hold on a sec. Gotta get this to focus again. Come on. It doesn't want to. I think it's the lighting. Is reflecting, and it's messing it up. Okay, there we go. It has This Is Halloween by Marilyn Manson, Sally's Song by Fiona Apple, got What's This by Fall Out Boy, Kidnap Sandy Claus by She Wants Revenge, This Is Halloween by Panic at the Disco, Making Christmas Demo by Danny Elfman. The rest is pretty much Danny Elfman. Now, I know that the album, I forget what the name of the album is. It's right on the tip of my brain. I know it is. Wish I could scratch my brain and remember, but yeah, it's an album that has a whole bunch of artists covering the music from Nightmare Before Christmas, and Korn does Kidnap Sandy Claus, and I think I actually have a single of that somewhere. Here we are with Treasure Planet. This is a really good soundtrack. If you like the score to that movie, this is for you. But I think I mainly got this because of the main theme song, I'm Still Here, by John Resnick from Matchbox 20. Really good song. Like, when I first heard the song, I was in the theater and I was like, wow, that's such a moving song, because it makes you feel something, you know, and music, I get emotional with music anyway, so. Alright, here we have Almost Alice, the Alice in Wonderland inspired album. Love this, I gotta say. Has Avril Lavigne, All American Rejects, Owl City, Shinedown, All Time Low, Metro Station, Tokyo Hotel, and Curly. I don't know if anybody remembers Curly, but she was kind of like a little bit like Kesha for a while. Not as popular though. Let's see. 30 I don't know who. Neon Hitch, Robert Smith, Mark Hoppus, Pete Wentz, Plain White Tees, they're still popular. Curly, there's Curly again. She did a Tea Party song on this. I love that song. Franz Ferdinand and Motion City soundtrack, Always Running Out of Time. Let's see. Wolf Mother. And White Rabbit by Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. So this is a good one. I think my favorites have to be... There's some favorites. Her name is Alice. That's a good one. Alice, performed by Avril Lavigne. That one's good. Definitely Tea Party, I think, is my favorite on here. And the Plain White Tees song, Welcome to Mystery. That one's a good one. Alright, last but not least, Shark Tale. I loved this movie and soundtrack when it came out. It was actually the first time Jack Black did a character voice that I know of. He could have done something before this, but this was before he did Kung Fu Panda. This one came out in 2004. And I remember this soundtrack was a big deal for me because it had some really good songs by Missy Elliott, Christina Aguilera, Sean Paul and Ziggy Marley did Three Little Birds. That's the Bob Marley song. Let's see. JoJo. Gotta love JoJo. Mary J. Blige featuring Will Smith. Let's see. Ludacris, Gold Digger. We Went As Far As We Felt Like Going by the Pussycat Dolls. Anyway, that's another good soundtrack, I gotta say. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. And stay tuned for the next one. I'll be covering my favorite rock albums. Alright. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.